der 29 בנובמבר 1947.
It's a great organization. Listen, it's the oldest international Jewish organization that is still around. It's an organization that was established in 1880 in St. Petersburg. The basic idea is really for somebody who came in 1860-61 from the Pale of Settlement to the big cities of Russia, found themselves unemployed, and they had two choices. One is to go to the soup kitchens, or the other one to be trained for the skills that can bring them the dignity, provide people with the professional, intellectual skills to find their place in the job market and to be part of the Jewish community. The idea was very basic, and that's why, unlike many of my friends who are running big Jewish organizations and have to meet every couple of years and to create a new mission statement and a new orientation and the new goals for the organization, ORT actually never was in this position, because the same mission statement that existed 130 years ago exists today as well. How do I run it? I run after this. Listen, I'm here for 10 years. I'm traveling probably 200 days a year. Up till now, maybe I saw 60 to 70% of the activities of the organization. The technology of 1880 was basically shoemakers, watchmakers, jewelry makers, and stuff like this. The technology that ORT is dealing today is the green tech, the nanotechnology, the robotics, and different things that the job market requires today. Since the job markets are different from different countries, ORT actually has 1,000 faces. If you'll come to visit ORT in Montevideo, or ORT in Rio de Janeiro, or ORT in Moscow, or ORT in Kiev, you'll see completely different worlds. The subjects we are teaching, the curriculum we are teaching, or anything we are doing there, or adult training, will be different because the job markets are different. It is a Jewish organization. We are using technology in order to provide the Jewish studies. We have many programs online, actually. The two most successful programs online, for example, today about the Holocaust is Holocaust through art and Holocaust through music. Both were developed by ORT, ranked as the best educational resources online about the Holocaust. Not by us, ranked by Yahoo and Google and the others. So we do use technology to provide Jewish studies, also teaching Hebrew and things like this. Two of our schools in St. Petersburg last year won the prize of the best schools in the country, the prize of Putin. So our goal is really to create the best schools for Jews, in other words, the best Jewish schools, so for parents to send their kids to our schools, and during the time they're in the school, for example, on the average, they receive between 8 to 10 hours a week of Jewish studies. So by creating schools of excellence, we're creating also excellent Jewish schools. We're completely apolitical, both in the terms of the international politics, but also in the terms of communal politics. It's a very, very professional organization. It's focused on specific things with specific goals, and we're also celebrating this year 60 years, 60 of our work in non-Jewish world. It started with a request from the American government to the Israeli government to send technical help to Africa, and they were looking for people who would do it. And they found that ORT is the perfect tool for them for the implementation. Since then, we implemented probably there are 450 different projects in different countries. In Namibia, we just completed the project with the UNDP, dealing with the orphans of HIV/AIDS. We trained during the 2.5 or 3 years 12,000 kids, youngsters, who don't have parents, or at least don't have one parent, and have to support the family. We train them in different professional skills. So it's 12,000 people that know that they were trained by the Jewish organization. So when the Israelis are coming to Namibia, there is no Israeli embassy in Namibia. All of them know that we're a Jewish organization. All of them know that the Israeli flag is in every place. It does a very good service to the State of Israel and to the Jewish community. In South Africa, for example, we have a few projects. One of them is the digital village, which we started together with Hewlett Packard in Alexandria, which is one of the poorest areas of Johannesburg. And during the years, thousands of people were trained there in IT skills. And you take people from the extremely low background who really know almost nothing. They come out of this, and 80 to 85% of them immediately find jobs as IT technicians or programmers or stuff like this. Why do they come to us? They know we are a safe pair of hands. They know we're around the block for 130 years. They know we have people who speak different languages, people who come from different cultures. It's an organization which is very adaptive and an organization that can move quickly. From ORT's philosophy point of view, we do see it as a tikkun olam because of different reasons. Some think that if Jews are helping, for example, in South Africa, it also helps the South African Jewish community. So they see it on a very practical level. Some see it on the ideological level, that if Jews will help, it creates dialogue, it helps the tolerance, it helps to fight anti-Semitism and stuff like this. And some of them just think that Jews have to do it. So it's like the slogan of the United Nations. It's see or decide globally, but act locally. But we are small people. We are 13, 14 million people. Still, most of the Jewish people live outside of the state of Israel. And I don't think that we have the privilege not to deal with this. I think that for us, for the state of Israel, for the Jewish people, it's a strategic issue to keep Jewish people Jewish. And the most important thing that in 2,000 years from now, there will be a Jewish group who will have an interview like this, who will discuss what is the importance of being Jewish and why to invest in this all your life. So it's.